Hey everyone, I wanted to show you this wireless camera I just picked up on Amazon. I think it's going to be really handy. I'm planning on using this for both equipment as well as my truck. It's completely wireless. It has a very strong magnetic base that just really, I mean, it has some major magnet on there to the point that it's really difficult to remove it. And then it's got a really nice 7-inch screen with HD image quality. It seems to be really nice so far. Just got it, doing some testing, but I'll put the link for it in the description as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and take it outside, and we're going to use it with my truck as well as my tractor. I'm anxious to see how it's going to work with pulling an implement behind me, so I could be able to watch the implement in this on my tractor while driving forward and not have to twist around and bend my neck and all that constantly. Like anybody that's ran equipment that doing a lot of back and forth loader work, you know what I'm talking about. It gets pretty annoying twisting around in your seat constantly. So I'm thinking this will really make that life a lot easier with running that kind of stuff. I can also see a lot of applications like skid steers where you just really don't have good visibility behind you. Something like this would be huge if you're doing a lot of skid steer work or anything with a lot of back and forth in a construction site. I think this would be a really nice thing to have. And again, this was less than $100. I'm pretty impressed with it so far. It also comes with a suction cup mount that's both sticky as well as suction cup. And it's a 1/4-inch thread camera mount post, which means you can then use it for just about any kind of camera mount or phone mount. This is the ram ball setup. They're real popular in the motorcycle community. People have actually wrecked motorcycles and had these things still stay on their bike. What's cool about all this is that I can use this one camera now on all my trucks, on the headache rack on the trailer so I can watch the cargo. I can put it on the back of the trailer like if I'm yakking up a big fifth wheel. I haven't even had this thing a day yet, and I keep finding more things I'm going to be able to use this for. This right here, Mini-excavator, if you guys ever ran one of these, you'll probably know if you're ever digging down below grade, sitting in the cab, you really can't see what's down in your hole. You got to kind of stand up, peer over the controls, and I bet you I can magnet this thing right to the frame on this sucker and get a bird's eye view of my hole. You can rotate, so you can change the viewpoint, both lights and infrared for night vision. And the battery's supposed to last 24 hours, so it'll work overnight too. Let's start off with it right here, just to see how that will work. We'll rotate that camera down so we can see in our hole. Anybody that's like me has probably got a whole box full of old phone mounts and possibly camera gear too, and it didn't take me any time at all to start finding accessories that'll attach right directly up to this thing. Go ahead and attach that to the bar mount. Okay, I'm just going to flip the power button on the cord. Red light comes on and says no signal, but there, it actually just paired up. So the camera takes a couple seconds to turn on after it sees the monitor turns on. I should be able to get a bird's eye view of everything that's near my bucket. So I can move around. If I was digging down over a wall, down into a deep hole, I would not be able to see what's in that bucket. And I can actually see my teeth and everything. And what's nice is because it's attached to the stick, is it follows. So it follows the bucket wherever it happens to be. I can look for obstructions. I can look for things I need to watch out for. I can check for anything that might be in that hole that might be out of my view from the operator station. Okay, I've got this mounted up on the tractor, and I've already got the camera turned on, so I can actually even look at the screen while I'm mounting it. I want to go ahead and put it right here on the ROPS, I think. Right up there, looking down like that. Should give me a good view of the blade. Let's come up over here, take a look. Oh yeah, that's just about perfect. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up a little bit so I can get a little bit better rear view, but I want to keep it down enough to see the dirt. But it gives me a little bit of rear visibility too. The one thing I'm seeing is I can see this screen just fine myself with my eyes, but it looks like the video camera I'm using doesn't pick it up quite as well as my eyes do. I think it's having a hard time adjusting between the bright light outside and then the screen. But for my eyes myself, I actually see this the screen itself really well. I was hoping to be able to get a view of it working, and I was hoping to have like a view here where you could see both the screen and the tractor working. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll give it a try. To the human eye, that's coming through pretty good. I have no trouble seeing that right now. The little bit of built-in visor seems to be plenty sufficient, and the brightness seems good. I'm going to go ahead and do some spreading some topsoil, and hopefully you'll be able to see it on the camera. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and stick it right here onto the file cabinet. If I go into the settings, there is some pairing menus. I didn't have to go into any of those yet so far. There's a couple things under picture where you have some brightness, contrast, some hue. We have some options to flip. Oops. So if you want to flip the image into a different orientation, there's options for that. And then we also have some settings in here for, we can turn on the markers. Turn that on just so you can see what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and turn it back off because I'm going to be using it for implements and things like that, where I think that might be a little bit distracting having some of that stuff on the screen. Okay, and then one other thing also that this one does that's nice, so this only comes with one camera, but it actually supports two. So if you hit the channel button, you can add a second camera to it, and you can view each camera independently, or you can actually go into a split cam view with both cameras on the screen at the same time. So I think that's pretty much what I wanted to show as far as how all that works. One other thing I just thought to check, because it is daytime right now. Close the blinds and turn the lights off, and so this room is actually pretty dark right now. It's got really nice night resolution so far. I don't know if this is a good representation of outdoor lighting or not, but inside in the dark, it seems to have really good night vision.